Hey crypto crew! Let's face it, the world of cryptocurrency can feel a bit like the high seas sometimes. Uncharted territory, exciting possibilities, and maybe even a few mythical creatures lurking around the bend. Speaking of mythical creatures, have you ever heard of the Kraken? In Norse legend, the Kraken is a monstrous cephalopod, a giant squid that could crush ships and drag sailors to a watery doom. Luckily, the Kraken we're talking about today is a lot friendlier. It's the name of a popular cryptocurrency exchange. But even the friendliest Kraken needs feeding, and that's where the question comes in: how long does it take to feed the Kraken with a wire transfer? Now, before we dive into the nitty-gritty of transfer times, let's talk about why you might choose a wire transfer in the first place. There are a few reasons. Maybe you're a crypto newbie, just getting started, and your bank account feels like the most familiar port in this financial storm. Maybe you're dealing with some serious crypto and need to move a large sum quickly. Whatever your reason, a wire transfer is a solid option, but knowing how long it takes to reach your Kraken account can be the difference between a smooth sail and a frustrating wait. So, buckle up, mateys, because we're about to unravel the mystery of Kraken wire transfer times. First things first, there are two main types of wire transfers you can use: SWIFT and FedWire. SWIFT stands for the Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication. Basically, it's a global messaging network that banks use to send and receive information about international transactions. Think of it as sending a carrier pigeon with a coded message across the ocean. Now, carrier pigeons aren't exactly known for their speed, and SWIFT transfers can be the same. They typically take 1 to 3 business days to reach your Kraken account. That means if you initiate a SWIFT transfer on a Friday afternoon, you might not see those precious funds until Tuesday or even Wednesday. On the other hand, we have FedWire. FedWire is a domestic wire transfer network in the United States. It's like sending a high-speed jet across the country. These transactions are much faster, usually taking only 0 to 1 business days to land in your Kraken account. That means if you initiate a FedWire transfer before, say, noon on a weekday, you could see the funds there by the end of that same day. However, it's important to remember that FedWire is only for domestic transfers within the U.S. Now, here's a little Kraken trivia for you. Kraken actually partners with a specific funding provider called Customers Bank. This means that depending on your location and bank, the specific processing times for your wire transfer might differ slightly. Always check the details with your bank and don't hesitate to consult Kraken's support for the latest information, support.kraken.com. Alright, so we've talked about SWIFT, FedWire, and even gotten a little Kraken lore in there. But before we sign off, let's address the elephant in the room, or perhaps more accurately, the Kraken and the exchange. Why would you choose a wire transfer when there might be faster options available? Well, wire transfers do come with some advantages. For one, they're generally considered a very secure way to transfer funds. They also tend to have higher transaction limits compared to other methods like ACH transfers. So, if you're moving a significant amount of money, a wire transfer might be the way to go. However, it's important to remember that wire transfers also come with fees. These fees can vary depending on your bank and the amount you're transferring. So, be sure to factor those fees into your decision before you initiate a transfer. Ultimately, the best way to choose your Kraken funding method depends on your individual needs. Consider the speed, security, fees, and your own comfort level with different options. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, happy sailing on the high seas of crypto.